Okay, let's do a wager. Which one's going to come out first, the Wayward Realms or the Elder Scrolls 6? Anyway, the reason I'm babbling on about this is because one of the old former devs from the Elder Scrolls team has decided to get together and make his own brand new studio. They're called Once Lost Games, and they're set to make a brand new game called the Wayward Realms. Now, this is completely in its early stages right now, but we do have a few screenshots, and more interestingly, they just put out a little teaser video for us to have a look. The game is in grassroots, I won't even say that, it's probably seeds at the moment, but nonetheless we've got a whole load of promises that seem very, very grandiose and maybe even slightly over the top, but hell, if they manage to pull it off, it sounds like it'll be something amazing. So they summarised what they want to achieve in 4 juicy sections. The first is they want to make a massive world, not just massive, a huge world, almost on the scale of a real civilization, with thousands upon thousands of NPCs and creatures all roaming their worlds and forests that they're setting us up. Their second goal, which is probably the most notable thing about their whole setup, is the fact that they want to create a world where every outcome has a huge impact on the world that you're exploring. So, for example, if you decide to blow up the local volcano, then the whole world is going to be upset by the fact that you've plumed ash into its existence. More importantly, and here's the key line, the bragging point, the one that you'll see on all the magazines and the Gamescom announcements, is the fact that no 2 plays will ever be the same. I, of course, am taking this with a massive pinch of salt because, hell, I'm still waiting for Star Citizen, and that game has absolutely millions behind it, and as far as I know, there's not 2 cents to rub between their buttocks on this one. But nonetheless, thumbs up, all the best to them, and I really hope they do manage to get something out, because I'm telling you, right now, with the Elder Scrolls 6 still only just being announced that they're currently in production, there is a great window for people to make amazing RPGs, because those Elder Scrolls fans are just screaming out for something to play right now. The next thing they mentioned is they want to do real role playing, which is basically a fancy term for not having fixed classes. It's been done before, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's awful, but essentially they just want to step away from the cookie cutter system that's been implemented over the years and give you the opportunity to make you the most weird and wonderful class systems that you've ever seen. So I'll see you on the battlefield with my banana wizard coming soon. And the last thing that they mention, and of course I'd hope this would come with an RPG, is that they're making a wonderful world of lore. A world full of lore. Now, they have already mentioned that they're probably not going to voice act all the way through this, if at all. There's going to be tons and tons of text for you to read, so if that is right up your boat, thumbs up. If not, maybe not the game for you, but as I say, this is so early days right now, there isn't really too much to go on. Anyway, let's talk about the trailer. So it doesn't really give you absolutely anything. This is a teaser, and I know some people absolutely hate teasers because they're like, well, if it doesn't have any gameplay, what on earth is the point of it? But the point of it is to announce the fact that they are making this game. Now, admittedly, it is obviously a very pre-alpha rendering because it looks like it was rendered on the PlayStation 2, but I'm okay with that because I got kind of gist of what they're going for. Now, when I first saw the horse, I was like, oh my god, that's such a tiny little horse, and this human has such huge giant legs and a weird stubby little body. But then I realised it's actually an orc riding the horse, which was a nice step away from seeing the usual of Galahads with long flowing hair and shining blue eyes riding their mounts into the foul-ridden depths of evil. Anyway, you're riding along when you see some sort of fairy glowing your way through a wonderful gate, and you enter the gate, and there you have the sprawling open world, and you see the majestic landscape, and the world apparently has 3 moons. Now, I personally don't have anything really to mention about this world. Sure, it looked very pretty, but it looks like it was just a whole hand grab of Unreal Engine assets. But nonetheless, you get the flavour of what they're going for. So big, sprawling open landscapes, it's fantasy, it's not on Earth, and there'll be lots of adventuring to be had. Now, there was a rumour a while ago that there was a set of emails that contained the fact that they were looking for $12 million to try and compete with Cyberpunk. I don't think they have to worry about competing with Cyberpunk anymore, but I don't know about their funding. Maybe it's going to be some sort of crowdfunding. They seem to be going ahead with it because we've seen it on Steam and they keep leaking all this art for us to have a look at. Anyway, there we have it, the early doors of the Wayward Realms in a nutshell. Anyway, if you want more details, you can check them out on their Steam page and also their subreddit, and there is also a Twitter account with lots of artwork on it. But more importantly, I hope you're all well, stay safe, and I'll be back with more news soon.